Hey, my lovelies. Let's have a little chat about being busy. It's that time of year. Right, do I hear it all the time? Yes, I do. I'm too busy to exercise. I'm too busy to eat properly. It's too busy at this time of year. I'm too busy at this time of year. I'll start when things calm down. Just going to start in January. Just going to wait till after Christmas. I'm not here to do the hard sell, by the way. This is not about signing up with my coaching. This is about, although if you want to, you're obviously very welcome. But I do genuinely hear it all the time. So I was speaking to a client the other day and it was about what can you do in November to get you closer to your goals, right? And the bit of advice that they were given was to start your New Year's resolutions. Now, I know there's two camps, right, of New Year's resolutions. I have no issue with New Year's resolutions, providing they are realistic, with a realistic timescale, right? But start them now. Because if you start them now and they do drop by the wayside, like for a couple of days over Christmas and New Year, it's easier to pick them back up. And I think it's actually quite a good bit of advice. Anyway, and I have been now for like the last 2 months saying to people all the time, just start now. Don't wait till January, just start now, right? But this busy malarkey, right? So if somebody says to me, I'm too busy to exercise, or I'm too busy for fat loss, I'm too busy to eat well, what they're actually saying to me, now they'll probably deny this, but what they're actually saying to me is, I'm too busy to look after myself. Because looking after yourself is making time to exercise, making time to get your steps in, making time to get outside in the fresh air, go for a walk, and it's making time to prioritise your food as well, because all of these things make you feel better. They make you a nicer human being. They make you feel more inclined to give to other people because you've looked after yourself first. They make you more productive in the world of work. And this is all a true story. So when people say to me, I'm too busy to exercise, I'm too busy to eat well, I'm too busy to plan my food, I'm too busy to prep my food, you are effectively just telling me that you're far too busy to look after yourself. And obviously, I've got a lot of issues with a lot of that. Like, if you're not looking after yourself, why are you not looking after? Why are you not looking after yourself? Probably because you think that you don't deserve it, or probably because you're so used to putting everybody else first. And both of those things are not cool neither. Sorry, trying to find my things. Right, both of those things are not cool because it's actually not selfish to look after yourself. It's just normal. Yeah. So busy is not the problem. I've got another issue with the word busy. So first of all, if you're using that as an excuse to not look after yourself, to not do your exercise, to not get outside and go for a 10-minute walk a day, to get some vitamin D, and if you're using that as an excuse to not fill your body with good, healthy, nutritious food, then yeah, that I've got an issue with that. Absolutely. But a lot of the time, also, is that we use it as an excuse to reduce guilt, right? And it's the guilt that we feel in here because we know that we should be looking after ourselves and we're not looking after ourselves. And we use that as an excuse because when we say I'm busy or I'm too busy, we're justifying it to ourselves, right? It sounds respectable. It sounds acceptable. It sounds like you're being a grown-up because that's what adults say, allegedly, right? Or that's what adults used to say. That's what adults do say, to be fair. But it's not cool. But what you are actually saying is, I don't actually feel confident enough to prioritise myself. And that's not cool. So please don't do that. Please try and fight that. And don't get me wrong, I have said I'm busy in a previous life. I don't do it now. Right. Also, it's December. It's busy. Everybody's got socials on, right? You've got drinking socials, partying socials, disco socials, out socials. We've got family socials, house socials, work socials, gym socials, all kind of socials, right? Regardless of whether they involve alcohol or what, right? But there's no magical quiet season coming. Even in January, it's not, yes, you might be quieter and you might have less socials, but there's other factors that you're dealing with as well, like you might be skint because you spent too much money at Christmas, the weather's shit, it's dark, it's cold, it's freezing, everybody's pissed off. You go to the gym and they're like heaving, you can't get anywhere near a machine, so you just end up dicking about. Whereas if this advice that my client was given, starting November, starting December, and the advice that I would always give, if you start now, you've got more chance, like, you can walk about being all dead smug. And you're learning now, when it's busy, that you can look after yourself and you can make time for yourself. So when it's quiet, you'll be smashing life. Whereas if you don't look after yourself when it's busy and you only do it when it's quiet, the next time you have a busy season, what's going to happen? You're going to stop looking after yourself again, and that's not cool. There's always work, there's always kids, there's always tiredness, there's always stress, there's always social events, there's always stuff going on. That's life, right? And there should always be stuff going on, absolutely. So looking after yourself, it's not a right that we need to earn. It should just happen. I had another conversation with another client, actually, and she said to me, I just felt that knackered that I gave myself permission, which is amazing, I gave myself permission to sit on the sofa and watch a film. Give yourself permission to sit on the sofa and watch a film before you feel knackered. Yeah? It's like, if you're going to drink water, I'm like, where is my water bottle? I was just about to pick it up and wave it at you. My phone's propped up against it because my tripod was too high. Anyway, yeah, put the time in your diary to do stuff that's going to help you de-stress and help you decompress, and give yourself some time to you before you actually have a meltdown. What I was going to say was, if you feel thirsty and you're going for a drink of water, then you've left it too late, basically. So we're trying to be proactive as opposed to reactive. So self-care, yeah. And also just try and be a bit braver with the decisions that you make. Like, you don't have to wait until, right, so it's Monday today, right? Already, or by tonight, people will be saying, I'll start again on Monday, because their day hasn't actually went to plan, or their day hasn't been perfect. I'll give you a top tip, right? And I'll let you into a wee secret, right? Most of my days are not perfect. I always set out with the best of intentions about everything, whether it's about work productivity or what I should be doing, what I need to do for my clients, what food I'm doing, what exercise I'm doing, when I'm working, when I'm at the gym, when I'm not at the gym, right, when I'm walking the dog, etc., right? At no point ever will I follow that plan like 100%. Because something happens, life gets in the way, somebody phones, a client needs something else, I've forgotten to do something 2 weeks ago or whatever. So, but it's not about being perfect, it's just about doing what you can. So instead of constantly thinking, I'll start again tomorrow, I'll start again tomorrow, I'll start again on Monday, I'll start again in January, just think about what can you actually do today? What can you do today in 20 minutes that's going to make you feel a bit closer to your goals, and it's going to make you feel in control, and it's going to make you look after yourself? Like, what can you do? 20 minutes. So many things you could do. You could go in the living room and get a YouTube yoga session on, do 10 minutes of yoga. You could go outside for 20 minutes and just go for a walk. Even if it's round the streets, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? You could go and find a new recipe. You could pop something in the slow cooker for your dinner and for tomorrow night's dinner. There's so many things you could do within 20 minutes that will get you the momentum, and it'll keep that motivation up to look after yourself, instead of, oh, my day wasn't perfect, I fucked it, I'll just wait until tomorrow, or I'll just wait on Monday. You don't have to do that. 20 minutes. What can you do today in 20 minutes? And then this start over thing, just exactly what I was speaking about there. I'll start again later. That's just comfort. You're just giving yourself an excuse. But you'll feel better if you move. You know you'll feel better if you move. So every time you say, I'll start again tomorrow, I'll start again later, I'll start again in December, I'll start again in January, you're reinforcing that feeling that you have that you're a failure. Because you will have that feeling, definitely. So you're reinforcing that. So just put an end to that. Just go and do something for 20 minutes that's going to make you feel a bit more in control. Then you can just strut about like a peacock, smug as fuck, knowing that you've actually done something to look after you. Yeah? If you're telling me you're too busy, you're either using it as an excuse, you don't actually want to do the thing that we're speaking about, looking after yourself, or you don't have the confidence to do it, so you don't actually know what you're doing. And that's when the 20-minute thing can come in. That's good. 20 minutes of yoga, 10 minutes of yoga even, a 10-minute walk outside. It'll make you feel so much better. So if you are one of these people, God forbid anybody in the gym tells me that they're too busy, honestly. Anyway, if you are one of these people, right, I am absolutely not judging you. I have been there myself. But I am calling you out on it, and I am challenging you on it. It's not, a lot of the time, it's not actually about time. It's not time that we lack. We think that we do, probably because we're a bit chaotic and we don't really have a routine, whereas setting a routine or setting a timer or planning your daily walks into your diary or going finding Adrian on YouTube and planning that into your diary like 10 minutes a day, sitting tonight for half an hour, and instead of scrolling through the socials, go and find some new recipes that are filled with protein and veg that you can pop in the slow cooker tomorrow. That'll do you for a couple of days. That'll make you feel so much better. So it's not necessarily that you don't need an extra 5 hours in the day. We just sometimes need to be a bit cleverer with the time that we've got. You're not broken. Your metabolism isn't broken, all right? You just need to prioritise yourself. It's hard, absolutely. If you've never put yourself first, do you know, and you've got a house to run and you've got kids and parents and like you're pulled for pillar, I get it. I absolutely get it. Of course I do. You know that I do. But nobody else is going to set those boundaries for you. And at no point ever, whether they could be like the best human being in the whole world, they're never going to come to you and say, right, see everything that you've got to do in the next hour, give me it, and you can go and have an hour to yourself. They're never going to do that because they've got their own priorities and they've got their own boundaries. So it's up to you to set your own boundaries. All right? So don't be perfect. Don't even try to be perfect. Just think about what you can do today within 20 minutes that's going to make you feel less chaotic, less tired. Right? You are where you are. You're exactly where you're meant to be. We just need to make some small changes. Because you deserve it, my lovelies. All right. Bye.